Sit right down and I'll show you where my dreams began.
We are just checking in right now with Cooks Who Care. We had an amazing interview not too long ago with Chef Maria on Clubhouse, and that episode is on our podcast. I'm going to put that in the show notes, but I just really was excited. I was chatting with Maria on Instagram, and she's up to a lot of great things with her cookbook and Cooks Who Care, this incredible nonprofit foundation that supports people who struggle with mental health, and she helps them get the care that they need. And she released this fabulous cookbook. I purchased a copy and I love it. And Chef Maria, why don't you tell us what you've been up to?
Well, it's taken us 1 year to pull together 27 individuals who also care, right? They're all in the restaurant industry. They're chefs, they're mixologists, they're wellness experts, and they all raised their hand because they wanted to do something about what they see behind the scenes. It's not easy being in this business. I don't need to tell you that. And we all love our restaurants. In COVID, we were like, we can't live without them. So this was a gift to a problem we know exists as far as taking care of individuals who are in the restaurant industry. And this was a vessel to be able for us to all rally together to support restaurants we love and the industry that we love. And by doing that, by purchasing a book, by going out to eat now, which is a new thing, which, I haven't mentioned yet, but buying this book helps grow a fund to support mini grants for their mental health. As far as if you're in food and beverage, this benefits individuals who are working in that sector.
Wow. And I know you're up to some incredible things as far as fundraising goes. I saw something about breaking the ice nights. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us a little bit about that and what's going on with you?
Yes. Oh, gosh. Break the ice. We are trying to destigmatize this conversations that we're not having, right? We're not having conversations about how we are really doing. And we wanted to bridge the consumer to know about this project, how they can get involved, and also let the customers know that they can help. This is what I love about community-driven ideas. We all can step in to assist. What we're doing with the Break the Ice Nights is we're pulling together the power of community, and a location decides to host, and they can either choose a custom experience or just having regular service. And what they're deciding to do is to donate a portion of proceeds to Cooks Who Care. And it's to help us release the print text of this book. That's where we can really make the most fundraising dollars, have the most impact, is through that particular section. And most of our people who follow us are like, I want that book. Give me that book. And we're working on that so that we can grow these mini grants for folks. We have printed 500 books that have not been released yet. And upon the first sale of the book, we can help almost 100 people with the sale of that book. So we're working hard to fundraise at this point with these events by saying, hey, community, let's come together. Let's do some events, draw in the public, and impact people who are working in the food and beverage sector.
And especially if there are people out there near you in Philadelphia, can you tell us how they can attend any of these events?
Yeah, if you're in the area in Pennsylvania and Philadelphia, I'm going to each of these events and just like meeting people, talking to them, introducing questions that can help you start new conversations about mental health. Really, if you're in the Pocono area, which is a great vacation spot, I'm going to be there this weekend.
Wow.
That is an incredible location. It has about 380 acres of land that is considered, by the way, the largest regenerative organic farm in the U.S.
Okay.
They are doing smoothie sales this weekend where people can buy a smoothie and a portion of proceeds will benefit Cooks Who Care. They also do CBD products, which is pretty awesome.
Nice.
And this is going to be a busy week because thereafter on Monday, I will be in the East Passyunk neighborhood. There's going to be desserts. There's going to be pop-ins from 5 different chefs who've been at that restaurant, which is also a James Beard nominated restaurant as well. It's just incredible. Our community stepping up to say, let's help our community. These restaurants, by the way, are the first ones to help any charity that's ever asked them. And this is the first one that we've been able to kind of say, like, this is for us. This is for our workers. So it is a little different in that aspect. Not to say that they haven't done any before, but this is usually the ones who say yes are also, by the way, the most giving individuals that I know.
I'm amazed at how the culinary hospitality community gives back. I'm just floored by it. And I love having chefs on like yourself that talk about that and share that with our listeners around the world.
It's fantastic. And you're right. I think that I personally, and I'm biased because I'm in the industry, right. I just feel that we are such a giving group. This opportunity to create a vessel to help ourselves, help people who are not speaking up. It's all about this misunderstanding of how we perceive care, right? And so we will go to the end of the earth to serve that dish, create that opportunity, make it the most amazing experience that another individual has ever had in their life, just to mark that memory. And we will sacrifice all of our time and energy just to create that moment for someone because we love what we do. But at the end of the day, right, it's the things I'm not saying to somebody that maybe I'm not doing all right.
It also takes a toll. I remember when I was in the business a few years back, for about 10 years, I was in the restaurant business, and I would come home at night so exhausted. I would have grease on my shoes, from the fryer. Like I'd have to wash my face. I'd stay up really late at night, crack open a beer and just try to relax because it was so intense and my whole body's tired and it wears on you. And I think people in hospitality need to be respected and empowered and really lifted up. And you do an amazing job with that in Cooks Who Care.
That's right. Thank you so much. I mean, we in the industry build our entire identities completely around our art, our work, right?
Yeah.
And so what I felt was the missing element was the bridge to community. And we all can take a part in that. Whether you're like, well, I'm not in the industry, it doesn't matter. We go out to a restaurant, we get a drink somewhere, we buy food, we buy things, we buy experiences, we pay, we think it's valuable, we pay for those things. And at the end of the day, I wouldn't want it to just be finished with one exchange. Like, I want to take care of people when they're not on their A game, when they're not doing all right, when maybe they're not saying they're not doing all right, to know that there is an extension of reciprocation for them, another way to cope, another way to relieve the pressure, another way to perform with knowing that people care about them.
So come out to her events and support Cooks Who Care, meet some amazing people from the industry, have some incredible food. And I just hope that this gets to you and you are able to participate if you're in the area.
And if you're not in the area, you can always donate. The book is available online on Amazon and available for direct download. That is another way that we can really support and push forward. I'm so grateful for you, Michael. I'm so grateful for
Absolutely.
all of the listeners. I'm so grateful for anybody that has tried to exchange compassion and love. And through the vessel of this book, you can still be a support even if you don't attend these events.
Let's figure out, how do we connect to you and reach out to you and collaborate with you?
I would definitely say our Instagram is a great place to send a direct message. I get a lot of messages on that platform. We also have a new landing page that talks about Break the Ice Nights, and it's a google.com website where you can view /Break the Ice Nights, so /home. And I'll share that link with you. And yeah, we're on Facebook. We're all over as much as we can. But this is a really great experience to show how people are really bridging together community solutions.
I love it. Thanks for taking the time and doing this spontaneous check-in with us. And this is Chef Maria from Cooks Who Care. You can check out her episode on our website. I'll have links in the show notes and also have links how to contact her. Thanks again, Maria, for checking back in with us on Voice4Chefs.
Thank you for being spontaneous. That's what it's all about. I have an idea. You say, I can help. And I was like, Absolutely. Sure, let's do it.
Yeah, I want our listeners to know the amazing work that you're doing. And, it's really unique. And I am so pleased to be part of it.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us today. Follow us on Facebook. Find our website in the show notes. Subscribe on Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you listen. Leave a comment with 5 stars. And stay tuned for the next episode of Voice4Chefs.